Hey, what's going on guys? Nick here with a news update on Daredevil. As everyone knows that the series was just cancelled, there is quite a sad update to talk about regarding star Charlie Cox. So while most of the main cast and creators have discussed their frustration and sadness over the series being officially cancelled by Netflix, Charlie Cox has been noticeably silent. And for good reason, because he is the star, it was kind of his character for 4.5 years or so, ever since he was cast, and the fan response to him, and everyone really holds him in such a big light. But thankfully Entertainment Weekly was able to sit down and talk with Charlie Cox about what his thoughts are on the series being cancelled and if he'll ever return to Matt Murdock. He said, quote, "It's just how business works, but also these characters mean a lot to people. It's weird to think there's a chance I won't be playing Matt Murdock ever again. That's a bizarre feeling because that character has been such a huge part of my life for the last 4.5 years. Cox told EW that this was his dream job ever since he was cast, that he loved every minute of it, saying, quote, "It's just been the most incredible job for me. It's so fun to do. You get to do all the acting, obviously, which is great, but then there's also this really fun physical aspect to it with all the stunts and fight choreography." When pressed about what plans there were for a 4th season of Daredevil, as we do know that most of it was already outlined by Marvel and the showrunners, Cox was careful not to reveal much of it, saying, quote, "I hate to be boring, but to be honest, I don't think I should answer that. It's so new, the news. It's quite painful for a lot of people. I was really excited about the ideas that were talked about for season 4, and I think if I was to speculate about it and it went out on the internet, it might not be very helpful to people. Anything I say often gets picked up and circulated, and I just want to make sure I don't give any false hope." Even though the show was cancelled and it's unlikely he'll return to the role, he said if he was to return, he'd definitely be up for it. He doesn't know how that would happen, but maybe one day the baton could be picked up yet again, as the Daredevil character has gone through many different rebirths over his time as a superhero. So what are your guys' thoughts on this? What do you feel about a world in which we may never see Charlie Cox play Matt Murdock ever again? And if that were to be the case, could you even see a new actor play Matt Murdock if he was in the MCU? And I'm talking about the movie MCU, so he was interacting with other heroes, Spider-Man and all of them. Or do you think that they should just retire the Daredevil character for a while and, try it again at some other point? Far from the time being. Post your thoughts down in the usual spot, and for more updates on everything Marvel and pop culture, be sure to subscribe to HN Entertainment.